everyone. I'm here with U.S. Senator Myron Jackson. How are you?
Fine. It's a real pleasure to be here in New Orleans. It's a real pleasure being here in New Orleans and here to the conference. This is the first time I'm attending, but it's been a wonderful experience.
So I myself, I'm a young aspiring political journalist. What advice do you have for, young journalists or young black people in general covering politics?
It's a very good field to enter. Of course, I'm a policymaker. I'm representing the Virgin Islands of the United States. I'm one of 15 senators. I serve as their Senate president. And the various aspects of politics varies. It depends on what area that you would like to go into and study. If you want to be a politician, of course, that's a whole other dynamics because you have to win the hearts of your constituents to serve them. But there's political science, there's so many facets. There are those who work for legislators, there are others who are involved in the party system and making sure that their selections of political leaders get elected. So it depends on the area that you really want to go into. I would say that in these days, it's very difficult to be a policymaker, especially in these hard economic times. The various demands that you get in your service as well as in your advocacy on behalf of your constituents. And it's not an easy task at all. However, it is a very honorable one in that you serve your people and you serve their interests. And I don't consider myself to be a politician by virtue of accepting the position of senator or being elected by the people of the Virgin Islands. The responsibility of governance is a task that I take very seriously and is one of service.
Do you have a favorite part about your job as far as policymaking goes?
That's a very good question because, of course, being outside and being inside are two different things. And as when you come into the institution, you realize it's a whole different culture. And it has its own protocol, it has its own aspects of governance. You have the party system, you have the minority, you have the majority, and then you have the agenda that you are to accomplish during your term, in addition to all of the other unexpected issues and crises and policies that you have to implement that may not necessarily be your platform. And you make a commitment to the people of, at least the people of the territory, that you will run on a platform and that you will achieve that platform. And in many cases, we served for 2 years and we are very ambitious many times with our platforms and not achieve deliver the provisions of your platform or the initiatives of your platform, and that could create problems. But you try your very best to do what you can within the time, and I think once you give it a sincere approach to your policy making, your service to the people, they'll re-elect you.
Are you considering re-election or running again?
I am. I'm serving my third term of a 2-year term. So in 2018, we'll have to enter the race again. And you asked me what I enjoy about politics in the Virgin Islands. I really enjoy serving and representing the people of the Virgin Islands. I love the diplomatic aspects of it. I also like that you're at the table representing their interests, and I think that's very, very important, because many times we don't step up to the plate, especially as people of color. And I come from a predominantly black society. It has always been that way in its dynamics, its population. And in speaking with African Americans about their own experience, and when they came to the Virgin Islands, or when they visit the Virgin Islands, that is such an overwhelming experience for them to see black leadership and to see blacks in control of their own destiny in positions that have, in this country, have traditionally been not held by African Americans or people of color, and breaking those racial barriers.
All right, well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
And we appreciate all that you do, and we welcome you to the Virgin Islands, that you should come and bring some of your colleagues and meet some of our students in the Virgin Islands, or those who are interested in journalism, and also you'll have the opportunity to get a sense of a Caribbean territory that's American, is part of the United States of America as a territory, unincorporated, and that you learn your history in the southern part of the United States that is an offshore territory. And of course, we have other territories that you should become familiar with. So we wish you all the very best, and thank you very much.